That's bait. Whoever's out there knows we're in here, but they don't know where in here. You do that, and I guarantee a lone mage on the street will be the least of our problems. You got a back exit?
I've got an exit to the garage through a safe room. If we have to, we can hole up in it. It's through the kitchen. The fridge pulls out. The door's behind it.
I'm not crazy about safe rooms. Just means you're stuck in one place while people are outside trying to get in. Give them enough time, they will. Having an exit is good, but it also means we're not sneaking past anybody. I draw my gun and chamber around.
We're gonna go old school on this. You got a gun?
Not on me. I don't normally need one.
Fair enough. Come on.
I have Nicole hang back as I crouch walk my way through the den. The kitchen's around the corner. I can't see anyone, but I hear a click and a scrape of a window opening. I break into a run, clear the corner, and put 2 bullets into a guy who's just gotten through the open window. His partner behind him starts firing at me. I dive for cover behind the kitchen island, glass showering the floor with glinting shards. A crunch of glass behind me. I turn and almost shoot Nicole and have a split-second pang of regret when I don't.
They know where we are now. Go ahead and let loose.
She nods, then closes her eyes. I can feel her drawing in a lot of power from the pool. I've never known how strong a mage she is, but if this is any indication, a fight with her would be all sorts of not fun.
There are 3 left. At least 1 mage. One's coming around the patio door. One's upstairs heading down. The mage is still on the street.
Let me know when the patio guy's almost there.
I aim at the sliding glass door. The curtains are drawn, and I don't know whatever locator spell Nicole's using. I'm probably going to go through a lot of bullets.
Now!
She tugs the curtain to the side with a spell, and I see him. 2 shots through the glass door. One hits him in the head, and he goes down.
There's another!
She doesn't get a chance to finish. Our sidewalk mage does something. Nicole's eyes roll into the back of her head, and she hits the floor. They know where we are, me roughly, Nicole specifically. But this works both ways. I can tell they're in the foyer. I hear footsteps. I'm just a tick too slow getting my shield up as my gun turns red hot. I toss it away, and by the time it hits the floor, it's glowing white and melting. The maid steps into the kitchen. A man wearing goggles, a bandana around his face, and black BDUs like the rest of these clowns. I bolster my shield and duck. He looks a little confused as to why I would duck if I have a shield up, but finds out very quickly when the ammunition in my gun cooks off, blowing out bullet fragments and hot brass like the world's stupidest grenade. Clutching his face and screaming. A familiar weight appears in my hand, the straight razor already open. The fact that it always has a better idea when I need it than I do is starting to get a little creepy. I take the opportunity to finish off the mage with a slash at his throat. His hands are in the way. I take them off at the wrist. He passes out in shock and will no doubt bleed out. 2 down, 2 to go. One of them comes in through the shattered patio door. The shield absorbs the kinetic energy of the bullet, bouncing them harmlessly to the floor. I wait for him to reload, then drop the shield and run at him. He backs away at just the right moment, and instead of catching him, the razor just takes off the entire front end of his gun. Guy's fast. He's got a K-bar combat knife out before I complete the swing. He jabs, hitting me in the chest. A flare of magic from my tattoos, and instead of sinking into a lung, the blade just slides off a rib. I f***ing hate that, but I hate the alternative more. I hit him with a push spell, but he's a beefy guy, and I don't put in enough power to do more than push him back a foot or so. Still, it's enough to give me the room I need to take another swing at him. He brings up the knife to block, but the razor goes through it like it's made of paper, only about an inch of blade left. I can't see his face, but his body language tells me he was not expecting that. Turns out, he's not expecting the next bit, where I swing up, catching him in the belly and draw the blade up through his abdomen, sternum, and halfway up his throat either. There's a bit of flailing as his guts spill out onto the floor. Now where is number 4? I get my answer when a bullet zips by my ear, nudged away just enough by the protective spells and my tattoos. I spin and get the shield reoriented in time to stop the next couple of rounds. This assassin is standing with his back to the counter where his buddy, who tried to get in through the window, was leaking all sorts of fluid into the sink. Far be it from me to look a gift horse in the mouth. I animate the body, puppeting it to reach out and wrap its arms around the guy's neck in a sleeper hold. Well, sort of a sleeper hold.